Action to avoid collision. Any action taken to avoid collision should, if the circumstances of the case admit, be positive, made in ample time and with due regard to the observance of good seamanship. Any alterations of course and or speed to avoid collision should, if the circumstance of the case admit, be large enough to be readily apparent to another vessels observing visually or by radar. A succession of small alterations of course and or speed should be avoided. If there is sufficient sea room, alterations of course alone may be the most effective actions to avoid a close quarter situations, provided that is made in good time, is substantial, and does not result in another close quarter situations. action to Action taken to avoid collision with another vessel should be such as to result in passing at a safe distance. The effectiveness of the action should be carefully checked until the other vessels is finally passed and clear. If necessary, to avoid collisions or allow more time to assess the situations, a vessel should slack her speed or take all way off by stopping and reversing her means of propulsion. A vessel which by any of these rules is required not to impede the passage of the safe passage of another vessel shall, when required by the circumstances of the case, take early action to allow sufficient sea room of the safe passage of the other vessel. A vessel required not impede a passage or safe passage of another vessel not relieved of this obligation if approaching the other vessel so as to involve risk of collision, and shall, when taking action, have full regard to the action which may be required by the rules of this part. A vessel the passage of which is not be impeded remains fully obliged to comply with the rules of this part when the two vessels are approaching one another so as to involve risk of collision. Rule 9. Narrow channel. A vessel proceeding along the course of a narrow channel or fairway should keep or near as near the outer limit of the channel or fairway which lies on her starboard sides as if safe practicable. A vessel of less than 20 meters in length and sailing vessel shall not impede the passage of a vessel which can safely navigate only within a narrow channel or fairway. A vessel engaged in a fishing shall not impede the passage of any other vessels navigating within a narrow channel or fairway. A vessel shall not cross a narrow channel or fairway if such crossing impedes the passing of a vessels which can safely navigate only within the channel. If in a doubt or in fairway, the later vessels may use the sound signal prescribed in Rule 34 if in doubt as to intention of the crossing vessel. In a narrow channel or fairway, when overtaking can take place only if the vessels to be overtaken has to take action to permit safe passing. The vessel intending to overtake shall indicate her intention by sounding of the appropriate signal prescribed in Rule 34. The vessel be overtaken shall, if agreement, sound the appropriate signal prescribed in Rule 34 and take steps to permit a safe passing. If in doubt, she may sound the signals prescribed in Rule 34. This rule does not relieve the overtaking vessels of her obligations under Rule 13. A vessel nearing a bend of an area of a narrow channel or fairway where other vessels may be obscure and intervening obstruction shall navigate with particular alertness and caution, and shall sound the appropriate signal prescribed in Rule 34. Any vessel should, if the circumstances of the case admit, avoid anchoring in a narrow channel. Rule 10 Traffic Separation Scheme. This rules applies to traffic separation scheme adopted by the organizations and does not relieve any vessels of her obligations under any other rule. A vessel using a traffic separation scheme shall proceed in the appropriate traffic lane in a general directions of traffic flow for that lane. So far as practicable, keep clear of a traffic separations line or separation zone. Normally join or leave a traffic lane at the terminations of the lane, but when joining or leaving for either side should do so at a small an angle to the general directions of traffic flow as practicable. A vessel should so far as practicable avoid crossing traffic lane, but in obliged to do so should cross on a heading as nearly as practicable traffic angles to the general directions of traffic flow. A vessel shall not use an inshore traffic zone when she can safely use the appropriate traffic lane within the adjacent traffic separation scheme. However, vessels of less than 20 meters in length, sailing vessels, and vessels engaged in fishing may use an inshore traffic zone. Notwithstanding subparagraph, vessels may use an inshore traffic zone when en route to or from a port, offshore installations of structures, pilot stations, and any other place situated within the inshore traffic zone, or to avoid immediate danger. A vessel other than crossing vessels or vessels joining or leaving in a lane should not normally enter the separation zone or cross separations except in case of emergency to avoid immediate danger, to engage the fishing within the separation zone. A vessel navigating in areas near to terminations of traffic separation scheme should do with a particular caution. A vessel should so far as practicable avoid anchoring in a traffic separation scheme in a case near and terminations. A vessel not using traffic separation scheme shall avoid it by as wide as margin as practicable. A vessel engaged in fishing should not impede the passage any vessels flowing in a traffic lane. A vessel less than 20 meters length of sailing vessels shall not impede the safe passage of a power-driven vessels following a traffic lane. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver when engaged in operations or the maintenance safely navigations a traffic separation scheme is exempted from complying with this rule to the extent necessary to carry out the operations. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver when engaged in an operations for the servicing and picking of submarine cable within a traffic separation scheme is exempted from complying in these rules to extent necessary to carry out the operation. Section 2 Conduct of vessels inside of one another. Rule 11 Application. Rules in these sections apply to vessels inside of one another. 12. Sailing vessels. When two sailing vessels are approaching one another so as to involve risk collision, one of them shall keep out of the way of the other as follows. When each has the wind of the different side, the vessels which has the wind of the port side shall keep out of the way of the other. When both have the wind on the same side, the vessel which is to windward shall keep out of the way of the vessel which is leeward. If a vessel with the wind of the port side sees a vessel to windward cannot determine with certainty whether the other vessel has the wind of the port of the starboard side, she should keep out of the way of the other. For the purpose of this rule, the windward side should be deemed to be the side opposite to the one which the mainsail is carried, or in the case of square rig vessels, the side opposite to that on which the largest force in aft sail is carried.